Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Daniel James, and if you're new here, welcome. Today, I want to talk to you about 2025. Don't worry, this is not going to be one of those episodes where we just talk about goal setting. You've been there, you've done that, you've heard all the stuff. What I want to do is make a promise to you. The promise to you is that if you give me 5 days of your time, starting on January the 7th, I will guarantee that you have the best start to 2025 you've ever had. And I can say that with confidence because I've been running a Kickstart program every January for the last 5 years, and the results have been incredible. And this year, they're only going to get better. Over 5 days, I share with you 5 key workshops that are going to help you take control of your January. The first workshop, day 1, is all about resilience and mindset mastery. If you're a long-term listener of the show, you will know that mindset is the key to success. If you have beliefs that are holding you back and you are not aware of that, it can cripple you. And also, if you don't have the resilience to not just bounce back from when things knock us down, but to actually bounce forward and become enhanced from them, then you're going to struggle when things go wrong in 2025. So on day 1, we hit it hard. We talk about resilience, how to bounce forward when things get in our way. We talk about the importance and power of mindset. Day 2, we talk about the strategical goal setting plans that I put my clients through, because you need to have some idea where you're going. I talk about this all the time. If you don't know where you're going, you're just like a ship sat in the sea of life. And just like a ship sat in the sea, if it has no destination, the sea will guide it somewhere. I don't want that for you. I want you to get laser focused on where it is you want to go in 2025. Day 3, we talk about the mind-body connection. Building on day 1's workshop, where we talk about the power of the mind, but then also the actions we need to take to move things into alignment. Because it's all well and good, we have these great thoughts, we have this great plan, but we need to actually then take action. Otherwise, these are just dreams and wishes. I don't want that for you. I want it to be strategic, meaning you think something, you've got it all organized, but then you take the action necessary, even if it's imperfect action. Then day 4, we dive into habits and routines. Habits and routines are the backbone. You have to build that discipline, meaning that you've got your non-negotiables. Your non-negotiables are the things that will hold you tight through the rocky, disruptive periods which you're going to have. You need to have the non-negotiables. You need to have that backbone because that's what holds you steady. And then finally on day 5, we talk about managing feelings and emotions. Because when times do get tough, we can start to act really emotionally and start acting out of emotions rather than through logic. We make the wrong decision, it leads us down the wrong path, it knocks us off course, and then we can struggle for a month, or even it can knock us off course for the year. So they're the 5 things, the 5 workshops we're going to cover. And each morning, you get a workshop, and it will last for a maximum of 20 minutes. And then in the evening, every evening, for the 5 days, you have the opportunity to jump on a live Q&A with me in an amazing, supportive community. And in this community, and in this Q&A, you can ask me anything. Ideally, it'll be about the workshops we've covered that day. And the thing that makes these Q&As so powerful is that, yes, you've heard this workshop in the morning, but that's a generalization. They're generalized statements and they're generalized principles that I make. You can ask the questions that you need to make this generalized statements and generalized principles work for you, because I don't know you. But if you let me know you and you give me some context to the questions that you ask, I can give you the specific answers as if you were a client of mine. You have unlimited access to me. Now, we've all been on those workshops where basically people talk for an hour, it's really fluffy, and then the information isn't really that good. I've been there, and I promise you that is not what this is. In a 20-minute workshop, you get the real deal. And with every single workshop, you get a workbook. And in the workbook, it summarizes what I discuss in case you forget or need a recap. And then it gives you actual questions and reflection points so that you can action the stuff that you learn. I want you to smash this year. And over the last 5 years, I've helped people really get going and achieve some amazing things. I want that for you as well. But the thing that makes this different is that I really do focus on building that resilience. I don't just talk about fluffy stuff and like, oh yeah, things are going to be amazing. No, things are going to go wrong. They went wrong last year and the year before. They're going to go wrong this next year. But what can we do to make sure that we do bounce forward rather than just bounce back? I don't want you to bounce back. I want you to bounce forward, become enhanced, bounce forward through the adversity. And I also want to help you transform your mindset. I want to highlight some of the beliefs that may be holding you back. Not only that, I want to give you the opportunity to try and rewrite that script, that same script that's been running year after year after year after year. I want us to break it. And I want us to break it with the main point, which is practical tools. I'm not just giving you theory and fluff. I'm giving you the practical tools to put this into play. I could charge for these 5 days. But for me, I don't believe in just take. I believe in giving back, which is why I do this podcast. So to summarize, if you join me on January the 7th for 5 days with a 30-minute commitment each day with the Q&A on top, joining like-minded people in a supportive community and work through the workbook, I promise you that you will make 2025 the best year yet, because you'll have access to me that most people don't have for the 5 days. You can have your questions answered. You can challenge me on certain things, and you can realize that you're not alone in a supportive community. And because it's free, invite a friend. Now, some questions that people ask is, number one, is it actually free? Is it really free? What's the catch? There is no catch. I do not do any selling over the 5 days. Now, complete transparency. For the last 5 years, I've added in a 6th day, which is a bonus workshop. And over the last 3 years, I've created a completely new workshop of the stuff I've learned the year before and basically thought, right, what's had the most impact on my clients? And I've created a new workshop. So more than likely, that will happen this year. Now, when that does happen, I will then be making you an offer. And it's only on that 6th day, and only if you choose to attend, I'll make you an offer on how you can actually work with me on a one-to-one or in a group setting. But that's on the 6th day, the bonus day. The rest of the 5 days, it's completely free. There'll be no selling at all. There'll be no upselling. There'll be no talk of upselling. It's just me adding value. Second thing that people ask, what happens if you can't attend the live Q&As? Don't worry, they're all recorded. You're going to be joining my community, and within that community, there will be the live workshops, the live Q&A, there'll be the replay, and then also the workshops with the workbooks. Also in this community, I will be sharing my resource guide with you, meaning the books I recommend, some of the tools that I use to do these things. For example, when I change the screen, how do I do that? I can tell you, I can show you, it's all going to be there for you, so you've got it. And what's the commitment? The commitment is 30 minutes, because that's how long it'll take you to work, watch the workshops, and do the workbook exercises. That's all you need. The Q&As are a bonus, but if you attend the Q&As, I promise you, you'll get so much more out of the 5 days. And there's also going to be some gamification throughout this Kickstart, which I've never done before, meaning that if you do join the community, if you do attend the lives, if you do comment and interact with people, I will be rewarding the people that are most engaging and interactive over these 5 days with some amazing prizes. If this sounds good, just click on the link down below. If you're listening to this on the podcast, click on the description. If you're watching this on YouTube, click down the description, click subscribe and join. I look forward to seeing you there. Happy New Year, and I'll see you in 2025.